WWE Superstar Seth Rollins, the architect of chaos. Early life, career highlights, and achievements. As Seth Rollins thinks of himself as the architect, he has certainly put himself in the ranks of the most versatile and dynamic performers in WWE history. With over a decade of Rollins in the industry, the man has bagged numerous accolades, dazzling fans with phenomenal ring work and an enthralling personality. The rise of Rollins from the humble days of his wrestling career as an independent wrestler to a multi-time champion is an inspiring tribute to talent, resilience, and hard work. Let us track down Seth Rollins' early life and some career highlights of the WWE legend. Seth Rollins' early life and the beginning of his WWE career. Seth Rollins, born Kulby Lopez on May 28, 1986, in Davbort, Iowa, developed a passion for wrestling fairly early on. His upbringing saw him gravitate toward pro wrestling, and he began training at the age of 14 with a local wrestling school. With his focus on professional wrestling, he wrestled in many independent circuits, namely Ring of Honor, ROH, under the ring name Aleister Black. Rollins distinguished himself with his incredible high-flying dexterity, technical wrestling skill, and uncanny charisma inside the ring. The attention focused on his matches in ROH quickly propelled his name into stardom, with him winning the ROH World Championship in 2010. Due to his accomplishments on the independent circuit, Rollins was signed by WWE in 2010, and he subsequently debuted with their NXT Developmental program. His early career WWE momentum began snowballing in 2012 when he joined the faction The Shield alongside Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose. Rollins' meteoric rise in WWE would begin from there. Rollins' WWE Odyssey found its explosive initiation in 2012, when he joined the ranks as a founding member of the faction The Shield, along with Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose. The scintillating entrance of Shield marked a new epoch in WWE, where Rollins gained fame for his aerial exploits and erratic style inside the ring. A true powerhouse, the Shield suffered from a few morale problems with so many championships, while Rollins soon became a household name in his own right as a singles competitor. An impressive feat of his came in 2015 when he stuffed his Money in the Bank contract down everyone's throat at Wrestlemania 31 to win the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. This accomplishment sealed Rollins' name on the list of WWE's top stars. Over the years, several titles in his collection emerged, with the Universal Championship and Intercontinental Championship logging the most prominent victories, while he earned his accolades and even more those for being part of Match of the Year on several occasions. From the independent level to WWE's pinnacle, Rollins stands testament to sheer hard work, determination, aptitude, ability, and talent. Known as one of the most decorated champions and one of the most entertaining WWE performers, he truly has earned his standing as one of the most famous superstars in wrestling history. Still active, Rollins should keep on ruling the ring and WWE's future. The nickname, The Architect, will keep his legacy alive for generations to come. 6 foot tall, star who Seth Rollins injured 5 years ago to return at Elimination Chamber 2025. Exploring potential scenario, WWE will hold the Elimination Chamber Premium Live event in Toronto, Ontario, Canada, tonight, which is set to feature one of the most stacked main events ever. John Cena, CM Punk, Seth Rollins, Dro McCaineer, Damian Brest, and Logan Paul will battle for a shot at the undisputed WWE Championship at Wrestlemania 41. Some other feuds for the show of shows could also begin in the men's Elimination Chamber match tonight, and one of them could be Seth Rollins versus a returning Aleister Black. The former WWE star recently parted ways with AEW and is rumored to return to the sports entertainment juggernaut. He may appear during the men's Elimination Chamber match to assault Seth Rollins, one of his last major opponents, before being released from the Stamford-based promotion. Aleister Black and Seth Rollins feuded in the summer of 2020, which led to the former losing his eye on the orders of the Visionary. So, he could get payback from Rollins by showing up at the Elimination Chamber, which would cost him an undisputed WWE Championship match at WrestleMania. This way, WWE could set up a massive match between the two men at the Showcase of Immortals in which Rollins could help the 6-foot-tall star reach main event status. His feud with Cody Rhodes was essential to the American Nightmare's rise to stardom after the latter's WWE return in 2022, so he could similarly help Black. Triple H gave a massive push to Aleister Black when he was running NXT, so his booking the 39-year-old against a top star like Seth Rollins would make a lot of sense. Aleister Black is not the only star who could attack Seth Rollins at Wrestlemania. Seth Rollins declares CM Punk his biggest rival and that he loves Roman Reigns in a recent interview on Up and Adams with Kay Adams. Rollins was asked who he despised more between Punk and Reigns. Seth Rollins recently spoke about his intense rivalry with CM Punk and Roman Reigns following their chaotic clash at WWE Royal Rumble. The three superstars were involved in a heated brawl during the closing moments of the men's match. As Rollins and Reigns battled to eliminate each other, CM Punk seized the opportunity and took them both out. However, his victory was short-lived as Logan Paul ultimately defeated him. Seth Rollins recently spoke about his intense rivalry with CM Punk and Roman Reigns following their chaotic clash at WWE Royal Rumble. The three superstars were involved in a heated brawl during the closing moments of the men's match. As Rollins and Reigns battled to eliminate each other, CM Punk seized the opportunity and took them both out. However, his victory was short-lived as Logan Paul ultimately defeated him. Seth Rollins has lifted the lid on the reasons behind his dislike of CM Punk. The duo have been at odds since Punk returned to WWE at Survivor Series 2023 and looks set to meet for the World Heavyweight Championship at WrestleMania 40 before a torn triceps muscle sidelined the Second City Saint. For over 6 months, that CM Punk and Seth Rollins reignited their feud in late 2024 and made history when headlining the debut of WWE Raw on Netflix, held at Los Angeles' Intuit Dome on January 6, 2025. Speaking during a recent appearance on The Maggie and Perloff Show, the former Shield member opened up about his strained relationship with CM Punk, noting that both men have different perspectives on their relationship. There is a lot of personal history there between me and CM Punk, and different perspectives. He's on a different side of and is 10 years older than I am. He sees our relationship a lot different than I did. It's been very interesting to kind of lay all of this out to the world because I think people see it from both sides, especially someone who might be a fan of CM Punk. They root for him and want him to come back and long for him to come back to WWE. Then you hear the side of the people who he sort of stepped on along the way with no apology and no remorse. You start to hear that and ask questions about whose side am I really on here? Who is a good guy and who is a bad guy? I think that's what makes it interesting for me. It's been an interesting time and year to lay all of that out, stuff I've kept inside for a long time. You see it pop out here and there in little interviews. Now I finally get a microphone and be able to unload on the guy. The truth is the truth, and sometimes it hurts. Seth Rollins names Dream WrestleMania 41 opponent. After being eliminated from the Royal Rumble by CM Punk on February 2nd, Seth Rollins attacked both the voice of the voiceless and Roman Reigns in a stunning assault at ringside. Seth Rollins will compete in a men's Elimination Chamber qualifying match next week on WWE Raw. He will face former Universal Champion Finn Balor in a singles match. However, wrestling veteran Vince Russo does not seem very excited about the two former rivals squaring off once again. The Visionary was present on last night's Raw, where he talked about his goals for the WrestleMania season. However, he was soon interrupted by Finn Balor. They touched upon their history, recalling the Universal Championship match between them years ago at SummerSlam. However, Vince Russo is not impressed with the matchup. The former WWE writer questioned if anyone's even interested in seeing